Hi, everybody. I don't know. Is it live? Okay, yeah, it's live. So, welcome. Happy New Year. Thank you for all for tuning in. We have a very special guest today. And I think she's a right. I was just getting ready to announce you on, and you popped up. Let's see. Is it connecting?
Hi.
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 Wait a minute. I thought I was ready for you. Can you guys see me? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I in full shot? Am I in full view? Can you see all of me on?
I can see all of. Well, I see your head.
I don't want to look chopped up or.
Okay, I think that's better. That's better. I love your shirt.
Thank you. So, in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
I had this shirt made by Candy Cole. So anybody can go on Instagram and look up Candy Cole. She did this shirt for me.
It says, "If can you stand up and give us a pull? Because I can't see it really."
Okay, so it says, I don't know.
Yes. Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see
If
it now.
you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. And those are words that I live by, like always in my life. One of my questions I wanted to ask you today was, how do you do everything and still get on stage with a smile despite of what may have gone on before you hit the stage, right?
Right.
And then God took me through all of that today. Oh, okay, this is how she does it.
This is how it's all a work in progress, that's for sure.
But you always have the best disposition that anyone could ever have, no matter what happens.
Nice. That's so nice. Thank you.
And I love that. How do you keep that bubbly energy throughout your daily life? Like, because being a creative, we all know, is not easy.
No, not at all. So it depends. Sometimes all it literally takes is like a moment to breathe, reassess the situation, and be like, okay, cool, keep on going. Some days you may need a couple more minutes. Maybe like sometimes I'll use like a meditation. Like I'll literally like go to YouTube on my phone, type in like 10-minute meditation or something, just to like shake it all off. So that's something I do.
You actually practice that and it works.
Yeah. So I feel like nowadays it's much easier because of quarantine. So I can like, if I'm like literally overwhelmed or stressed out or full of anxiety or whatever it is, I can literally just take a moment. It's a lot easier. And some days when the world was open and I would be like running errands when I was a personal assistant or things like that, I'd be in my car. So from place to place, I take the moments in my car, I put on some music that, did it for me. Some music that like literally like calmed me down or gave me some peace. And I would play that, say a little prayer, go in, keep it moving. It's really just a matter, for me, I think of just having moments with yourself and like just realigning yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So now, what's the difference? Let me ask you this question really quick. What's the difference between meditation and prayer?
I feel like they're very similar.
Okay.
I feel like they're very much so the same thing. For me, lately I've learned or dabbled more in the world of like guided meditations, but even still, I kind of end up turning them into prayers by the end of the meditation anyway. Like I'll end up using my own words or like thanking God throughout the whole meditation. I make it something that suits me.
Well, it's good that you said that because that's what someone told me as well. So I was like, I've been asking this question a lot lately because I've been trying to get into meditation. I'm like, well, what's the difference between meditation and prayer? Because I pray every morning. And they were like, well, when you pray, you're always praying for someone else. But meditation is your own time for you to manifest the things that you want out of the universe. And I was like, oh, I had never looked at it like that. So shout out to Candy Cole for giving it to me like that today. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's super helpful too. And I don't think you realize until like you actually like get in the practice of it that like it's all the same thing. I think prayer.
Now, did you manifest Stardust Kids? Can you tell us about this project and how it came about?
In
I
a
wanted
way,
to jump in. I couldn't hold it. I'm sitting here, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, what question do I get to next? I was like, forget it. I'm going for it. Start us.
It's okay.
Give it to me.
So in a way, I do feel like I manifested it. It's something that I've always like wanted to work on. It's something that I always dreamed about doing. And also something that like in life, I'm always gravitated to artists. Like even in going to college, I went to a creative like arts college, and so artists always came my way, and like my friends are all musicians and producers and all these things. So it's something that kind of came about, and then I paid my dues. I worked for Common as a personal assistant, and he knew that this was something that I was passionate about, music and art and all these things, and he saw that it fit. It was a good fit. So it's a project that he allowed me to work on, and I'm working on that, and I'm super excited about it. And so and my mom knows for sure. I think she's on here. She knows that it's something that I've always wanted to do. Something that I've quietly prayed about for a long time. So yeah, I think in a way I've definitely.
So tell us what Stardust Kids. Tell the world what Stardust Kids is. Let's introduce.
Okay, so, this is my first official interview as a. Anyway. So, Stardust Kids is a creative collective where Common is utilizing his resources to help artists and creatives from all walks of life basically achieve their dreams in a nutshell. So we've come across many artists in like his line of work, and like people that I know, and people that Nicole, who also works with us very much, like it's like me, Common, and Nicole. We all work really tightly on this. And it's just a bunch of artists that we think have loads and loads and loads of talent and potential. And so we just really want to help bring light and shine light on them and their gifts, and to give them, you know, as much help and resources as we can.
So when can we expect a project? Are we looking like, is it like a collab? How will it drop? How will it launch?
So basically, it's a collective. So everyone has their individual projects that they're working on constantly. Like these artists are insanely talented and constantly have works that they're putting out. There's a fellow on the collective called, his name is Life. He just dropped an EP that's also amazing. Isaiah Sharkey is featured on Common's new album, A Beautiful Revolution. He's an amazing and brilliant guitar player and musician in every way. And there's just all these different pieces. If you stay tuned to the Stardust Kids social media, you can easily find, we pretty much stay updated on everyone's their newest like projects coming out. We have graphic designers, we have filmmakers. There's a gentleman named Christian who's also in the collective, and he has a film out called Brown with Blue that's recently been put on, I believe it's Issa Rae's YouTube channel. So that's also amazing. So it's like all these amazing works of arts and creatives who are doing amazing things.
Well, where can we find these trap, the trap girls, the trap music, the Valley Trap? What is it?
The first ladies?
The first ladies of trap?
The first ladies. So,
but what is it called? Am I off guard? I thought it was like a Valley Trap. Is that what it is?
That's what we do.
Okay.
That is what we do.
I wasn't far off. I knew
you weren't off at all. That is exactly what we do. We are trap queens, so to speak.
Trap queens, okay.
Just kidding. No, so basically me and my roommate and best friend Alana started this rap band. We like to call it a rap band. We know it's probably incorrect, but we think it's funny and we like it. So we call ourselves a rap band. And we just, I don't know, I guess it was born about, I was on tour pretty much all of, what year was that? What year is this? All of 2019, I was on tour. So I was on the road and I was never at home. And so anytime I would come home, she would like call me and she'd come to the studio right now. Like I'm at the studio. And I was like, all right, sure. Like have a sleep, chugging a Red Bull, go into the studio. And we would like hang out, drink, and make rap songs. And that was an outlet, and it was super fun. And so we just kind of kept it going, and we have a lot of fun doing it, both of us. And
you guys look really cute doing it. Like you guys you guys shoot the most amazing videos. Like, they so funny and they so cute. Not to get off subject, but recently you posted on your IG story, I believe, you were making a peanut butter and jelly, like, I don't know what those things are called. They're by
Uncrustables, baby.
Uncrustables. You made it look so freaking good that I went on Amazon in the middle of the night and tried to order them, and they were all sold out. I tried, girl, the way you slapped that in that pan and turned it over, I was like,
I like food.
I was like, I need that now in my life.
I don't know how else to tell you, but I like food, and I like.
But how did you know to be creative with that and turn it into something to make America want it as well?
Honestly, Kari, I don't know. I don't know.
You just woke up like
honest, sometimes, a lot of the times, I like to like just play with filters. And then also too, I think I got really excited because I like TikTok, I like Triller, and I like Reels. So I kind of just want to like learn how to make them.
Okay.
So a lot of the things and content sometimes I put out is simply just because I want to learn how to do it. I mean, I don't know why I'm so drawn to Instagram the way I am.
Because you and your sister had a picnic the other day that was so fun. If I would have been in LA, I would have pulled up on you guys.
Yes, we would have loved it.
Girl, me, you, and Pepper would have had a good time at time. Because you guys, and the gloves. Wait a minute. When you pulled out them gloves and said, "I'm just beautiful, darling," I was like, yes,
gloves.
It was like you were giving me old Hollywood during a time where a lot of people are depressed right now.
Yeah.
And you gave us something to have fun with, like breakfast at Tiffany's or something, you know, like
so nice.
You pulled that out, and I know I enjoyed it, and I know it gave me just a little spark of fresh air, just something different to look at. You know, people get tired of the news and all of the stuff that's going right. Exactly.
Absolutely. Honestly, any and mostly all of my posts are born out of me being either overwhelmed, bored, sad. I literally only get dressed every day so I can like do things, because otherwise I'm just, and like, yes, I have my days when I'm like in my sweatpants, my hair wrapped up, my little braids underneath this wig, like it's nothing's happening, sure. But some days when I really just like want to be productive, I actually have to get up and get dressed and or make a video real fast or do something to like make it fun for myself, because at this point we're all working
aren't easy. Now looking at your video, they look really easy, but me personally, I know that it's not easy. I try every day.
Yeah.
But give me some tips for a beginner like me. Like, what are some tips to push to even get up? Okay, so if I don't have a Red Bull or a cup of coffee,
I know this life,
and I'm trying to stay away from that.
I know.
So when I don't have it, give me a tip to get up and still make content.
And to make it. Well, something that I feel like I've started to realize, even just like trying to like diversify my content, is that like it doesn't always have to be, I feel like for me, doing my face or like doing the full thing is sometimes a lot. Sometimes it can literally be you're gonna go downstairs and make yourself some food today, aren't you? You can like go easily just like have your phone there, set it up, and just chop some stuff, like set up your video and then record and then literally go in there and edit it. Or just turn like everything.
So you edit everything before you post it?
Just about, but also to mind you, my editing is like baby editing. I have a lot of apps on my phone.
Okay.
And I'll definitely share those with you too. I have a lot of apps that make a lot of things easy, but for the most part, I just cut. Like I'll cut out pieces where I'm like, I'm definitely in my underwear. Y'all need to see all that. Or like my hair ain't done, so let me use just the part where my hands are in it. Or like, you know what I mean? Like certain pieces that I'll use. But I think definitely just start with.
How did you get comfortable with editing? I'm not comfortable with that.
No.
Practice.
I think you literally have to just practice. A lot of it comes down to like, once you like start doing something, I feel like you'll realize like what you do enjoy about it and what you don't enjoy about it. And then what you like it to look like and what you don't like it to look like. It's a process for sure, but it also help you like you'll get it down to a system.
But a little birdie told me like you'll prop that phone up anywhere. Like you'll put it
literally anywhere. I'll take off my shoe and put it inside my shoe to get it to hold the position that it needs to be at. Put it inside my shoe.
I heard you a savage when it comes to that.
I'll pop it up on my dog if she'll let me. If Peppa's there, I will pop my phone up on Peppa so I can take a selfie. I need this selfie.
So what other projects have you been working on or that have been born during this pandemic?
Me and my sister, Kai, Aaliyah, Kai, we at the beginning of the quarantine, we learned how to DJ. So DJing is definitely something that we've been working on. We took a little break because of the holidays and whatnot, but we kind of got back into it. And we do plan on releasing like a YouTube and like all those things. So that's coming, and we're called Madison Squared. Plug.
Oh. And how can somebody book Madison Square? Because during the pandemic, parties are becoming intimate and private, and somebody has a birthday coming. I'm not going to say any words, but they might want to book, Madison Square. How would they go about it?
Same thing. All you gotta do is either send us a DM, an email, a text, a call, emoji. You can send us whatever you want to send us. We'll just show up.
Somebody said they love the name. I love the name too. How did it come about?
DJ Dummy. So we were blessed and fortunate enough to be able to be taught how to DJ by the world's best DJ, DJ Dummy. He also DJs for Common and J. Cole and Queen Latifah and many, many others. He's a legend. Mm-hmm. I found out that he was doing DJ classes during quarantine, and I was like, "Oh, you do what? We wanna? Can we please take lessons?" So he taught us how to DJ, and so that's how we started doing it. But absolutely,
both of you guys are just a ball of energy, and the two of you together, I know, will set a room.
It's a party.
Right.
It's a literal party. At the beginning of quarantine, there was a couple, because people were trying to figure it out. So we did a friend's party. We did like a couple things here and there. Kept it safe, don't you worry. Kept it safe. We did some parties, but we didn't we couldn't do the most.
Right.
We're definitely down to do parties, bar mitzvahs, baby shower, holiday parties, Zoom calls, whatever you need, we do it.
Keep check coming in.
Exactly.
Okay, give me some shopping tips. Because I miss shopping with you.
I love shopping.
I know, and I have the most fun shopping. You make a shopping experience out of this world. If any of you guys ever to go shopping with her, it's so much fun. From the pictures you take, from the stuff she gonna pull out. First of all, she gonna pick stuff your eye never even thought of. You gonna be like,
what is this?
How did you find that? Where did that come from?
So I feel like it depends though. Sometimes I'll go into the store and I am very moody or as you when you were talking about the gloves and old Hollywood, lately I've noticed that I'm very character based. So what kind of character do I feel like today? Sometimes it's just bright colors. I'll go into the store and I'm thinking bright colors. So I'll just gravitate towards all the bright colors. Sometimes I go into the store and I'm texture. What am I feeling? Do I want something soft, fuzzy, and cozy? Do I want something leathery? Do I want something casual? I'll literally go into the store and think with what am I feeling today? Even if it's just a word, sporty. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go in there and look for athleisure wear because that's what I'm feeling today. Cozy. Okay, cool. I'm going in there looking for sweaters. So I feel that's kind of how I start. I feel it's always good for honestly everything to give yourself a starting point. And I've always loved mood boarding, and in college I studied fashion. And so, I feel I always have to give myself a theme. And my mother is who my mother is. So, I feel I always have to give myself...
Your mother is a wonderful person.
She is a wonderful person. Children. The most creative person I've ever known. So, I feel in that, I've learned to, give myself a theme for literally any and everything. Once you give yourself a theme or a feeling or how are you feeling or what do you want to feel and then go into a store, I feel it makes it that much easier to find something. If you're feeling vintage... That's the word. You'll go in and you'll like, certain patterns will like pop up at you. And then, or if you're feeling like electric, certain colors or patterns will pop up at you.
The energy connects, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like your eye and like your mind just like know to go to these things. I feel like that's how it works for me. I feel like it's possible that it could work for other people too.
But that's your go-to.
That's my go-to.
So tell me about touring. Where are some cool places that you've been? Because for a while, for like 3 years straight, you were just on the go.
Well, I didn't have a home. I was a vagabond. I was a vagabond. I was a gypsy. I lived out of a suitcase. No, but seriously. Well, working as a personal assistant, I got to see a lot of places. My favorite was Cuba. We spent a decent amount. The good part about being a personal assistant is seeing all these places. Not so great part was that like you didn't have a lot of time in these places. So you had to figure out how to make it count when you could, or, you know, mark it for the next time and go back on your own and like have fun. So touring, I found Cuba amazing. Paris was really great. When I was a personal assistant, I didn't get much time in Paris every time we went, or I was working really, really hard on like a press tour or something. So I didn't get much time to like explore. So that was a place that I marked, and me and my sister went back and got to like explore more and see things. So that was super fun. Where else? I went to Durban, South Africa, which was really cool. There was like monkeys that came around the hotel. Like I literally left my little like coffee packets out so they could like, they tell you not to leave your back, like they had like little patios. They tell you not to leave like your patio door open because the monkeys will come in and they'll like go through your fridge and they'll steal stuff, and then you get charged, or they'll steal like your belongings, and like you'll lose stuff or you'll get charged for what the monkeys took. So like I was like put the little like sugar packets and stuff like outside and close the door and like watch the monkeys, like, oh, the monkeys. But
and so they really come up and take, like, you got like,
they have hands.
Like what you see on
they
the
will
movies,
use them.
You actually got to experience it live.
Yeah. It was like the last day, and everyone we were on tour with had already seen a monkey, and I was so sad. I was like, so I'm not gonna get to see a monkey. Everyone else is gonna get to see a monkey, but not me. But then the last day, the monkeys came and visited me, and I felt so happy. Oh, they were like literally, they had like the sugar packets. They were like rip the paper off and go like this, like they were pixie sticks. It was the cutest thing. I'm so serious. It was so cute. It was so cute.
I would love to see and experience that. Because then that lets you know that they're real people. Like, I mean, not real people, but
I know what you mean. They're real creatures like you and I.
I want to see them rip it off and eat a pixie stick.
They're basically toddlers, I think. I don't know. People with kids
so we have
offended.
Cuba,
I don't
we
have
have
kids.
Africa, we have Paris. You've done it all.
I guess.
That's a lot of stamps in a passport.
That is a decent amount. I haven't gone to Japan. I want to go there. I was planning on trying to figure it out this year, but you know, life.
Manifest it.
Exactly. Japan.
Or with the old fashioned people say, pray about it.
Okay, absolutely. Done and done.
So what's next? So during the pandemic, what have you been just doing besides the DJing? Are you modeling at all?
Okay, so recently, like I feel like I do my own thing on like Instagram, and like, you know, that's fun. It's an outlet of expression for me. But I have wanted to. I'm like, okay, sure, I can like model. So me and Pat, my sister Pat, she came over the other day and we shot like headshots. And so I put together like a little what do they call it, comp card. Mm-hmm. And so we had that, and I was sitting on it we did like last weekend. So I've been sitting on it for like about a week because I've been working on like other stuff. And then today was the first day I actually I was like, okay, so let me just go sit down and send this to like a couple of agencies. Honestly, you inspired me to want to do this. Yes, Kari, you did. I'm so proud of you and all that you've done with like your Macy's and like brand ambassadors. Like, that's amazing. And all that you do, like, you also manifested some stuff too. If we want to be
I
real.
manifested a lot during.
You manifested a lot.
I prayed a lot during.
Exactly, and you're doing it. This live everything. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
It's a daily struggle, but but you make it look easy.
Social media only catches the highlights. Had a good cry sesh yesterday.
I have those at least 3 times a day.
Really got me. Couldn't leave my room until about 8 a.m. today.
So you sent your comp cards off.
Yeah, so I sent it I sent it to about like 5 agencies today. I'm obviously gonna send it to more because the way I look at it, the more doors you knock on, the more likelihood you are
I'll
to get a
send you
guest.
some too.
Yeah, that'd be super great. And then
I like to hit them at 5:30 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll definitely do that. And then I was thinking, I was like, but then I was like, what about all the models like I love on Instagram? Like, who do they work with? Because, like sometimes like.
That's what I tell myself. The people that I love, I Google who are they with, right?
Smart. It's super smart.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And because there's not so many people you can like, you don't trust everything that's out there. So I'm like, what has someone else used that could be useful to me? So like, I don't know, Tabria Major, she's a model that I
love Tabria.
I love her. She's so great.
She is so
like I went on her Instagram and I was like, who is she signed to? And I just sent it out.
That's dope. Because I looked it up. I saw who she was with, but I still haven't had the balls to send it out.
Why? Do it today.
I get in my own way sometimes.
Well, don't. Do it right now after this. Right after we get up.
It has to be at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30
in the morning. I won't be up
is my send out time. Because in my head, I'm thinking when someone logs in the morning and they go onto their email, I want to be within those first couple of emails before they get burnt out of looking at
That's super smart. That's really smart. That's a great like method to use. I like that.
And because I'm on the West Coast, most everything is East Coast or Central, so 5:30 is a good time to hit that box,
That makes sense. Ooh, girl,
that's my math that I did. I mean,
You wake up at 5:30? I'm getting up right now. I'm waking up at 7 a.m. and that's a struggle.
Well, I didn't say I didn't go back to sleep.
Oh, okay.
I wake up at 5:30. I send out a few emails. First of all, I tell Alexa, I set my
I like it. You better utilize those resources.
Yes. Alexa is a great resource.
I like that. That's smart. That's super smart. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Well, I'm not gonna hold you. I want to thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love your energy. I love the woman that you are blossoming into.
I told you I was on the emotional break, please.
Right, I'm trying to stay on the professional realm. But looking at you right now, I miss you so much.
I miss you, and I miss my big bean.
I miss our talks. I miss you crawling up in the bed and we just talking, playing footsies with our socks. By the way, you guys, she picks out the most amazing socks, okay? I just thought
Carrie buys them for me.
Oh, I gotta send you some cute socks. I saw some that were really cute. Yes. Where can you be found? Your mama, that's a mother for you. Where can you be found? How can we find you?
My Instagram account is, and forever shall be, lights_on. I don't think I'll ever change it.
I know that's right. Lights, camera, action.
And then for Stardust Kids, it's literally the Stardust Kids with the Z. It's on Instagram as well too. And then the website and everything.
We should have had somebody pin that in the comments for us. Oh, thank you. Somebody said we look so cute. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to share before we log off?
I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for having me on. I'm so grateful to be your first guest. I hope I did you proud.
You did for the rebrand for the new year. I appreciate it. I thank you for taking the time out to share with me as well as other creatives who are out there. There's a lot of girls at home who want to do this and they don't know where to start. And the thing is just to start. Like, just to start. Who would have ever known that you could make a peanut butter and jelly look so good?
I think the best advice that I ever got was you don't have to have all of the things that other people have. Use what you have and make it the best to you. And then from there, everything else will fall into place. So you don't need, like, some people always like, well, I don't have this, or I don't have this camera, or I don't have this light, or I don't have these makeup. But use what you have, and then it'll, like, go from there. And I feel like that's the best advice I've ever gotten.
I use that advice on a daily, and it's some of the best advice you could ever receive and to utilize. You just, you start where you are. And and when you start, somehow God just supplies the rest for me. Like,
there you go. There you go. That's it.
So, do you have anything to share about Martin Luther King? Today is the observance of his birthday. Anything you want to share before we go?
I mean, I'm grateful for Martin Luther King and all that he's done and all the pathways and that he's, like, allowed for us and made room for us. And we just have to continue to work harder to continue to make more space and more room and, tear down these walls.
I think that people don't give Coretta Scott King the accolades that she deserves, because he passed away at an early age, and she kept that torch going.
That's true. That's very true.
Nobody would know all of those things about him had she not kept that light alive. And that lets you know what a great man he was, because I'm sure once he passed, some things came out, and she didn't let that deter her or deflect from her to continue to build their legacy that they have started. True. So that means they had a great foundation, the two of them together. And she carried that torch so that today we can still know and call his name.
That's very true. Absolutely. That's great. Yeah, that's very true. A lot of people forget.
So that's just a little piece I wanted to put out.
I like
because she's
people need to know. I needed to know.
She's one of my top five strong women. Like, that was a strong woman.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Well, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And you look so beautiful.
I did it for you, baby.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye, kid.
Bye-bye. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and logging on. That was On. And you can find her at lights_on or the Stardust Kids with a Z. She has a lot of great projects in the works. She's doing great things. Our next week's guest, you need to tune in. I'll post the links for everything. But what I want to tell you guys about that I'm super excited about is the rare Starbucks cup giveaway. Make sure you guys log on and follow the rules so that you can get this cup that I got up for at 3:00 in the morning. And it has a really rare story connected to it that I'm going to post inside the cup so that only the person who receives the cup will know what actually happened and what we went through to get the cup. Yes, their daughters are still carrying that torch for their parents. I actually follow Bernice on Instagram. Okay, and it's Stardust Kids with a Z. Somebody says, I hope you win the giveaway. So put it in. Make sure you get your friends to repost, post, and repost so that we can get it in and get that cup out to you guys by Valentine's Day. So thank you guys for tuning in, and have a wonderful, safe Monday evening. Good night.
You are good.
Am I?
Yes, you flow it well.
I do?
Yeah.
I was nervous as hell.